Hey guys, this is Orbit here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about PvP earth tanking. Okay, now this applies for 2s, 4s, 8s, not 5s. Okay, 5s will do something different. 5s you don't need. 5s is different because you haven't got nodes to capture. Okay, 2s, 4s, and 8s you do. So you basically, as the tank, you need to be keeping your nodes white. Okay, that's pretty much your main job. Keep the nodes white. If they're blue, that's kind of a bonus, but keep the node that you're on white. Okay, so keep it active. If it's red, means you're not on the node. You need to get on the node. Okay, get on the red nodes. Keep them white, and that gives your time. Give your kind of other teammates time to capture other nodes, and then focus on what they're doing. So that's that. Right, let's go through my loadout real quick. So on the left I have Gemstone Shield. Gemstone Shield is a really good earth shield, obviously, and if you aftershock it 3 times, you don't take any damage for like 5 seconds. Real good. Next one along is Epicenter. Epicenter is kind of a pull, like it's just like Backdraft. It's pretty much the version of that. That'll pull enemies. So I mean, if they're trying to run away, escape, you can drag them down to the floor. Anyone flying up into the air, boom, drag them down with Epicenter. Also, don't forget, guys, that in tank role as an earth tank, using your powers will increase your toughness. Okay, so just throw in a couple of epicenters here and there to keep your toughness up. Okay, which brings me on to my next point. I'll come to the rest of my loadout in a second, but make sure you have a full tank PvP set, and that includes neck and rings. Okay, mods you want. Well, this is what I'm using. On my yellow sockets I have Dom and Power. On my blue sockets, Dom and Health, and on my red sockets, Dom and Precision. That's the mods I'm using. Obviously, the higher the level mods, the better. You want to make sure you keep it to that, so you collect the affinity as well. The reason why I've got high dominance on all of my mods is because it helps with my shields. Okay, I've got 2 shields, which brings me on to the 3rd slot, Hardlight Shield. Hardlight Shield is from the iconic powers. Again, a super good shield. If you've got it bright white like me, I think it can go even whiter than that. Sometimes you can't see through it, and they can't see when you're blocking. Just a sneaky little thing you can play around with. That's Hardlight Shield. So kind of, I got 2 shields. I like to alternate between the 2. I'll use Gemstone Shield, then I'll fight for a little bit. Okay, a couple of epicenters, get their attention, keep my toughness up, then I'll throw up my Hardlight Shield, and I'll mix it around. Also, what I forgot to say is your Gemstone Shield you can use when you've been knocked on the floor, so that's real handy. If you've been knocked on the floor, you can aftershock your shield up 3 times, taking no damage, you've got your shield up. Hardlight Shield, you can't do that. You must be on your feet to use Hardlight Shield. So that's the difference between those 2. Next one along is Unstoppable. Unstoppable is the most important move that you have on your loadout as a tank. Okay, Fire has 2 debuff removers. Ice has 2 debuff removers. Earth has 1, and it's unstoppable. So you need to make sure you have that on your loadout always, no matter whether you're tanking 2s, 4s, 5s, 8s, that has to be on it because you've only got 1. Okay, the cooldown's a little bit faster than the ice and the fire versions. Okay, but you only have got 1. So listen out for your healers telling you when they need their debuffs removed. So that's very important. It also dazes nearby enemies. Okay, if any of your DPSs use dazed, it also flings them away. So I mean, if you cap in nodes, Unstoppable flings them off of the node. You might have it might turn blue for a couple of seconds, okay, or it might kind of edge a little bit. Some of the nodes, you know, you need to wait there for a certain amount of time to cap it, okay, and it's just edging. You'll see in this video, I'll fling them away, and then the blue bar is just edging towards me, okay, and I do cap it in the end. So that Unstoppable is real great for kind of doing that. Then I've got my supercharge, which is Envelope. Has some good points and it's got some bad points. Good points is it encases you in a rock shell. You'll see it on this, and it will heal you. Obviously, the higher your resto, the more your heals will come in, but I don't suggest going into resto until you've maxed out on defense and toughness, health and dominance, those three first on your skill points. So that's real good. So that will kind of give you 3 or 4 ticks, I think, of heals, plus you're not taking any damage. So I mean, healers have that little bit extra time to heal you back up if you're real low. The down point is you're literally in a ball, and you know, if you've got the slightest of kind of the momentum before you go into the ball, you're rolling all over the place. Also, enemies can throw you up, pick you up and throw you away. I use it, but I kind of don't like using it, if that makes sense. It's not as good as the kind of fire alternative, which is reignition. Reignition's much more better, okay, but I use it anyway because this is a loadout for surviving by yourself, kind of a node. You know, you've got to cap that node. You've got three people on you. You need to survive, okay, and if it means you're going to get thrown around in a ball, so be it, okay. And my last one is a pet, okay. I think that's Crystal, the one I'm using there. The reason why I've got a pet, it's just an extra little bit of damage, an extra kind of thing to take the attention off of you. Sometimes it can be a little bit, well, not hard, but it will take a couple more seconds for them to target you because they're targeting the wrong thing. Just little handy tips like that. Keep that up, okay. The reason why I don't have damage shift to go along with that is because when you are solo, if you don't know about damage shift, by the way, guys, damage shift transfers a portion of your incoming damage to your pet, right? So that's real good if you've got healers, okay, who can keep your pet up. But if you don't have healers, if you're kind of like this video, I haven't got a healer for most of it. If I had a pet here with damage shift, it's kind of it just dies, okay, because it's taking in too much damage. Even here, look, my pet dies. So I mean, it's just literally a bonus. If you've got full power, if you're at a node, spawn your pet up quick, and you kind of just start the fight with that slight advantage with having the pet. But I mean, that's kind of not necessary for the loadout. That's the reason why I don't use damage shift. But if I have a healer, definitely use damage shift, real good. Okay, so that is my loadout. My gear in this video wasn't full tier 4. I am, however, full tier 4 now. That's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it when it comes to tanking. The only thing you need to do to stay alive is be good at the game. You need to be interrupting. You need to be blocking and block breaking. You need to be doing all of those 3 to keep your immunity buff, okay. And if you didn't know about the immunity buff, if you pull off one of those moves, a block break, a interrupt, or a block, you'll flash blue for a couple of seconds. So have a look at my character now. You will flash blue, and basically that means you're immune. You can't be thrown onto the floor, you can't be block broken. You can literally just sit and block, okay, and you're invincible pretty much. Not sure whether I agree with that, whether that should be in the game or not, but it is. So you want to be kind of using your skills as much as you can. So I mean, just because you've got the loadout and the gear doesn't mean you can survive a long time. You need to be complementing that with good skills, okay, at staying alive, and that's going to include knowing when to block, knowing when to lunge, and block breaking, to keep that immunity up will help you loads. Okay, sodas. Make sure you got a full stack of sodas, remix sodas if you can. Okay, and don't use your sodas too late. Okay, a lot of people will use their sodas just before they're about to die, and it'll kind of pop them up to 25% health. Then they're dead anyway. Okay, at that point, I try and use my soda at roughly 50% health. Okay, that way, okay, it'll bump it kind of up to 25% health, and I'll have full 75% health. Sorry, I'll have full power. And then by the time my health drops back down to 50%, my soda's pretty much going to be off cooldown. Okay, don't forget with all my shields going off as well. Okay, probably be above 50% maybe. And then my soda's ready again, and then boom, soda health's back up. Don't use your soda too late. Use your sodas. Okay, you go through a whole stack of sodas. Use as many as you can. Okay, don't just use them as a backup. Use them all the time to keep your health up. Okay, complemented with your shields, complemented with your supercharge, you're gonna be tough to take down. Okay, especially if you've got all tank gear and toughness up as well. Right, I'm waffling on now. So I mean, that is pretty much Earth tanking in 2s, 4s and 8s. Get the nodes, okay, remove debuffs, stay alive, boom, that is it. Okay, good times. Right, like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know if it's working for you. That's it.